Howdy cowdies, hope you're going good. The weather has changed a little bit. We've been flat knacker busy again. We've got the Olicone Beethoven mask. Really nice Murano necklace. We've got some interesting coins, tokens, medallions, and these are all Australian silver. There's heaps of round 50-cent pieces in there from 1966. Norwegian silver and enamelled stuff. We've got some nice little gold rings with a lovely amethyst set. Really nice Norwegian enamelled sterling silver bracelet as well. And that nice little Australian sixpence coin that's been carved out into a little pendant. These are pretty cool. Nice big collection of 1950-51 Argus prominent Victorian or prominent footballers. Pretty cool big lot with all the mascot badges as well. Alright, and then we've got all the cricket ones. England and Australian cricket from, once again, the Argus 1950-51. Funny little Middle Eastern game over the back. More silver, heaps of cash, more silver, nice freshwater pearls, military badges, and there's some more nice sort of Murano style glass and lucite up the top. Alright, so that'll do for the jewellery cabinet. There's another nice little 70s, 80s sort of little shadow box. Really nice 7th floor notice board, sort of glazed notice board. It's quite thin in a nice sort of oak frame. It's a ripper of a bit. This is a nice little corner shelf unit, been made from old timber by Kieran Daly. There's a little badge on the back there. We've got the nice big carved wooden trunk, which is pretty crazy. Nice big thing. Gramophone's a ripper. Nice little side table, sort of mid-century. Think it might be probably walnut. Little Cartel bright yellow retro plastic bin. These pretty cool. Little single drawer wooden filing cabinet. Victorian cast iron lattice work. What else have we got? We've got some vintage men's suits. Some coat racks. A fantastic old scooter. The Comet. Got the nice little sort of decal on the front there. Made, I think, for Myer stores or something like that. Some interesting lot of military books, ephemera, and this nice little laminated Quarantine Station Portsea Sporting Carnival program from 1919. Really cool old Remington typewriter. Good lot of camera gear. Ripper little Oliver typewriter. Bit of a rare little one. The Tex paper towel dispenser with a couple of nice old sets of scales. Big auto trolley with some tennis and squash rackets. Some more nice military badges. Ribbons, metal ribbons and stuff in here. Australian coins, some nice vintage, and I think the Mobile Lube Ampol Melbourne Footy Club badge is probably a reproduction. All right, some coins and medallions and things in there. Big lot of DVDs and heaps of games and stuff. This guy keeps bloody getting me. Keep thinking there's someone standing there, but he's a big paper mache life-size chap. These are nice big decorative Australian oil paintings. This one's signed R. York and dated 1924. This one's just signed with the initials LB. Alright, but they're nice big things. This is a ripper as well, little white painted. It's a little doll's wardrobe with some coat hangers and stuff, and I really like those decals. What else we got? Milking stools and little kids' chair, doll's chair. Big lot of pictures. All the nano rugs, more ammo crates, some nice old oil bottles and grease and stuff, including the little repo free sample tin. These would have been good if they were full, or from the empty boxes from the Royal Australian Mint. There you go, with $1,000 worth of $1 in them. Those ones only had 500, but they're just kind of cool. We've got some more nice paint tins and stuff, and some other nice sort of fruit tins and things. We've got an old roll-top desktop, a washstand sort of back, and another one as well. Nice big lot of wooden items. You've got Chippendale legs. You've got the little John Wayne sort of saloon stand. All these bits up here as well. This is a funny little bit, the little piano. It's musical, I think, but looks like it was a cigarette dispenser or something. Little cabinets. This is a little cutie as well with the little Singer sewing machine drawers in there. All right, we've got a pretty cool Black & Decker hover mower. And it's got the original cord, although I reckon that might need a little bit of electrical tape around it. Some more nano rugs. Some more sort of wooden items. Heaps of these funny little, nice little pine sort of frames or box lids or something. And there's some nice inlaid things and other stuff. 2 boxes of tools, not that you can see anything. A couple of nice big rugs. Toys, big soft toy woofer dog. Some Tintin books. Australian art. A couple of nice books on the net skiers and pharaohs. The 1st to 6th year of war in pictures. Alright, more pictures and a big mirror. These are pretty cool, a sort of vintage style, sort of floor lamps, like interrogation lamps. More boxes of stuff. Alright, what else have we got? Nice big lot down the bottom here. Cutlery, EP&S, and sort of some blushware. English art books. Another mixed group lot with some deco ceramics. A little Bendigo jug is damaged. Alright. Another nice little lot. Dalton, Royal Albert, Crinoline Lady. Looks like a bit of Fenton. Another nice little lot with lovely little silky oak sort of little letter sort. And some other bits. This is a good quality Royal Worcester, Villeroy, Bock and Wedgwood sort of serving china. Brass vases with some clocks. A couple of nice big old teapots. This big green enamel one's from the old Williamstown Rifle Club. Sort of makes a bit of sense, doesn't it? We'll use it as the target at some stage. There's some nice bits in here, lovely big bit of material. And there's some quite good stamps in that album as well. Lots of German World War II ones. These are a nice pair of Japanese wood blocks. Farmer in Kyoto and Woman Taking Tea. And they're by Kotezuka. Eiichi Kotezuka, something like that. My memory is gone for his first name. Lucky his last name's written on the back. But they're nice things. Got the lovely Raffaella Torresan oil painting. These are interesting. Big abstract Balinese oils. W. Nuja 2000. There's 2 of them. These are really nice. The Lorraine Davies large pastels, Bobbin Head and Yarra Valley. This is a nice big Latvian oil painting. Crease. Joseph Crease, Kreics, I think it is. And it's really quite a nice example as well. It's a lovely big sort of impressionistic sort of coastal scene. What else have we got? Another interesting European signed but illegible oil on canvas. And this is a ripper as well. Qureshi. The Emu Run. Zed Qureshi. Just can't remember their first name off the top of my head. But that's a great thing. Alright. These are kind of quite nice as well. These big sort of Japanese style oil paintings. They're both just signed Elsa. That's the 12 layer kimono. And that one as well. It is nice big decorative oil paintings on canvas. And then we've got big collection of metal bells, heaps of brass and copper and other stuff in amongst as well. A couple of them are really quite nice. They work. Nice brass sort of 3-tier stand. Some pretty cool Melbourne Footy Club gear. The old towel and the footy are pretty cool. Australian Natives Association certificate there. Murrumbeena branch ex-president certificate. There you go. Nice big carved and gilded oriental figure. There's a little bit that's come off the back, the tail of the fish, but it is there to glue back on. Some model kits, Airfix. All right, trainers and early sort of World War II bombers. And these are good as well. Another little group lot. You got the Kwakazaki Rob, the Bell King Cobra, and the Curtis Arse Ender. The engine's on the back, and they got away with it calling the Ascender. More model kits. Cool dashboard out of an old, I think, EFC Holden. It's in the description. This is another nice old Holden radio and some hubcaps. This is a pretty cool frame diptych. This is the Williamstown Rifle Club there. And this is a bloke having a shot. You can see that they've slipped down in the frame. They need to be tidied up. Commercial airliner model kits. There's 4 of them. Fantastic old Richmond Premiership banner. And he's nice, the Melbourne Courage Lager plastic tray. And then we've got the signed Ian Mann souvenir menu from the Bod Bros testimonial dinner in 1971. These are pretty cool. Pair of pretty much brand new Adidas Chicago Bulls high-top basketball shoes. They're size US 13. Another nice little lot of grease and oil. Some more little Matchbox 172 scale kits. All right, and a little Brewster Buffalo. There you go. And this is, I think, quite a rare thing. Little bottle of Holden radiator oil. There you go. You can see the label is as found. I think you'll find it's quite a rare little piece. We've got a nice little collection of soda pop bottles with these refresh orange sort of cans of drink. Boxed Con the Fruiter a doll. And he still works. There's a couple of days and stuff like that. You pull the cord on his back, he's fantastic. Oil bottle there with the BP spout, and you get an extra BP spout. 3 of the nice model kits as well, 150 scale. And he's a ripper, the Shell oil bottle with the Shell spout. It's nice to see the embossed, but as you can see, there is a bit of a crack, unfortunately. But he's a ripper, though. All right, bless this house, debut movie poster, good old Sid James. Tribal figure and some beaded stands. Ashton electric bass. And this is a big rolled up replica of a German flag. And then we've got the J.L. Salmon oil painting moonscape, which is really quite unusual for him. There's another landscape on the back, which is a lot more typical. I think it's J.L. Salmon, or A.J., is it? A.J. Salmon, it's signed down the bottom there. It's just a nice thing. More model kits, they're all seaplanes. Nice lot of glass. Villeroy and Bock, can't remember who that is. That one's signed, and that's just a nice little bit sort of 1980s with those little linear inclusions in the glass. Robert Lyons frame retro prints, pretty cool. Nice collection of sort of hand-painted circa 1900 china, the big English charger, and a nice little pair of Japanese cabinet plates. Boy George, 1980s doll in its box. You can see the box is tatty, so we've put it with a Spock or someone. Ambassador Sarek, but he's got a crease, as you can see, in the backing of the card. 3 more model kits, Russian Jets, Italian glass, a nice old sort of material press stamp, and a cocktail shaker. We've got a ceramic jazz band, some more little World War I aeroplane model kits. Another nice little collection of bells, including Desimone. You got Wedgwood, Royal Albert, and Snoopy. Nice little Japanese ones, really quite nice as well. There you go, another box model kit, the CIA, Southern Air Transport. There's all sorts of shady business going on. I don't know about this bloke. This bloke's got his little Uzi submachine gun. Who was in that thing? Oz Pottery, all sort of signed souvenir, hand-painted souvenir wear. Another nice little group like you got the Arabia Rusca. You got this nice, who is it? Natasha Farina Paris lidded Scorpio box. Nice little bit of Sweatman enamelled and some other good Wackmeister, I think. There's a little cabinet plate. F117 Nighthawk Stealth Fighter. Another nice little lot of pottery. 2 model kits of the Spirit of St. Louis or St. Louis. Retro stuff. Nice little Fidjo Norway piece. Military gear. You got a military field telephone kit with all the instructions and stuff to go with it. And these are a nice little lot. It's a pair of old gaiters and these little bandoliers, which are all marked, I think, Commonwealth Government Clothing Factory, dated in the 1950s. All right. Tins, tramway conductor's bag, model kits, sort of early European, pre-World War II and just World War II. Nice double cassette deck with some cool cassettes. Frank Zappa, Volume 1 and 2, Kylie Minogue, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix. Edwinstown Footy Club Premiership, Australians cassette tapes. There you go, a bit of Akka Daka, the Easy Beats, Nick Cave, the Shelby Cobra model kit, English sort of music cassettes, David Bowie, U2, Stones, another nice little lot of bells, glass, crystal, hand-painted Swarovski, grunge cassettes, original Nirvana, Nevermind, Pearl Jam, Vitalogy, some other stuff, silver filigree, little rickshaw and the nice cork picture. Then we've got a couple of punk cassettes, Dead Kennedys and Sex Pistols, Dan Gurney's Indy 500 Lotus Racer, Beatles cassettes, nice little lot of tins. This little Coco one's a little ripper. It could be a little sample tin. Pink Floyd cassettes, heavy metal cassettes. Then we've got the P-38 Lightning model kit. Interesting little lot of German World War II ephemera and other items, including a fuel line. German night fighter crashed somewhere, Hills, Hastings, 1941. And then you got the model kits of the big World War II bombers, the Short Sterling, the Lancaster. Not sure, but I think the Short Sterling actually, they had to make it the wings a certain width so it would actually fit in the hangars, which didn't help it trying to get high up in the air. Anyway, good lot of cameras, two Russian cameras, can't remember the brands. Zelly or something, plus a nice little 8mm film camera, a couple of Charlotte DeVita teapots. They look like good old Edgar Degas, some coins, albums and coins and things. Another nice little Australian oil painting, Coastal Scene. It's not signed, and it's nice in that gold frame. Dalton teapot or little water jug with a Dalton Bunnykins figure and a nice bit of glass. Charlotte DeVita again, all Gustav Klimt. And we've got the cool little pair of the IKEA, little sort of colourful salt and pepper grinder. And you got this nice little figure as well, Disney, Diana, Goddess of the Hunt. It's got a little certificate there. Some sterling silver and scrap silver. You've got Eric Juckett. This is a bit of hand-painted Charles Wilton, which is a bit different. And the Ellis pot as well. Then we've got more Charlotte DeVita with Gustav Klimt again. Another nice little lot of bells. This little sort of heavy, looks to be bronze over the back of Garuda. We've got these nice Clisson ones. This little miniature here is probably silver. All right, then we've got two more nice Charlotte DeVita teapots, Cezanne. These are nice, the butterfly wing pictures. More pottery. Sweet little clock in the ebonised case with all the hand-painted gilding and decoration all over it. Pair of, I can't remember, I think they're American. The white glass vases with the nice green flash-cut bohemian. Two Robert teapots, both got their infusers. And then down the bottom, we've got this really nice retro Mikasa dinner set. Tell you what, if you played for Sturt, this is what you need. There's a nice bit as well, the 1970s Norman Lindsay print. I'm quite sure it's signed by his daughter, Jane Glad. There's a little label on the back saying it came from her collection. It's not Norman's signature. It's been signed by somebody else. Quite sure it's by her. All Charlotte DeVita teapots. They're all Vincent van Gogh. All right, sterling silver hand mirrors. All right, all hallmarked. Some more Van Gogh Charlotte DeVita teapots. Yeah, Starry Night or something like that. The McLaren Formula One model kit. The 66 Ford Thunderbird model kit. You can choose which way you want to do it. From the customizing series. Sterling silver brushes. Nice Italian Empoli jug. Really nice healing golden voice little Art Deco Bakelite radio in the maroon colour. And then we've got a nice little lot of Oz pottery, all renewed, but all with damage. Shame there's a bit of damage on the gum leaf pot. But it looks like the whole branch has been broken off here, and then there's a bit missing off the top. Big chunk out of that one. And that one's got a hairline, which is a shame. I like that sort of early blue and sort of pinky red stuff. Then we've got another nice little lot of studio pottery. These are Derek Smith Blackfriars salt and pepper shakers. The little pot over the back is unsigned, but he's nice. Another nice model kit, the Eldorado Cadillac hardtop. David Williams, more Charlotte DeVita teapots. They look like more Van Gogh ones. Then we've got a nice little Pat Phillips enamelled cup. Another nice big bit of David Williams. Sweet Remude vase and those nice early colours. We've put it with this nice big teapot. We think it's Hoffman, but it could also be Bendigo. This is a nice bit of Remude with the angled branch handle, but unusual to see those evenly little space dents around that base. All right. And then we've got a really nice bit of Julio Santos glass, like feathered Samoso. the PPP jug. This is a cool bit. Sandy Breen. All right, when the Saints go marching in. So she was really good friends with Molly Meldrum, and it's got his name on the back of it, so it might have been made for him. I'm not 100% sure. All right, I don't think she's related to Barry Breen either, but it's a really nice thing. It's got lots of information on the back of it. Ripping little Wembley kangaroo. He's in great condition, can't see anything wrong. And these are the last lot of the night for a bit of fun. These are really cool enamelled peekaboo glasses. They're all signed. They're all hand-painted and signed. It looks to be LEG. So on the front, they're all got those lovely ladies. But then when you look on the back, they're just fantastic. Really good. I really like the little witchy one. She's great. They're just great. I think one of them I did notice before has got a tiny little flea bite out of the top of it somewhere. Yeah, the little ballerina girl there, the ice skater. But they're just great. Great little lot. Anyway, guys, hopefully you saw something you liked. Be good. See you tomorrow night.